Hi everyone, it's Brittany from Create Your Future, and in today's video, I have no idea what I'm going to title it yet, but we are just going to have a little chit chat. Just before we get started, I want to let you guys know I am doing a live guided meditation with question and answers at the end. So that's going to be Wednesday, April 5th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be walking you guys through a meditation. So doing a guided meditation, all surrounding having the perfect ideal self-concept to manifest literally anything. Manifest anything that you want with this specific self-concept. And we will be going through that meditation together. And then I will answer any questions that you guys have about self-concept. Generally, I just answer any questions. So if you guys were interested in that, you can sign up for that below. And then if you missed the workshop where I did kind of the talking lecture portion of the self-concept, perfect self-concept and question and answers, that is going to also be in the description box below. It's already passed, but you could get the recording if you wanted to. So if you're interested in that, that link will be below as well. There was tons and tons of questions, great questions that I was able to answer, and it was awesome. So if you're interested, that will be below. So I want to talk to you guys, and like I said, this is just going to be a little chat. Recently, I've been having a lot of people telling me that they need motivation. So they watch videos all throughout the day, and then if they need more, they will book a session, or if they need more, they will set an alarm, and then if they need more, they will, come up with some other idea. But after all of these things, people are still telling me that they need motivation. They need constant motivation to go within and to be the person who has it now. So I want to talk about that a little bit. And this might be a little bit of tough love type video, but I think it's necessary. So why do you think you guys need motivation to experience and feel exactly what you want to experience and feel right now? Why would you need to be motivated to experience that right now? And I know the answer. I've been here before. You guys still aren't seeing your inner world and your imagination as the true reality. You are seeing the 3D as your true reality. So I've had tons of people leave comments for me before, and lots of clients say to me, why would I want to fulfill myself? Why would I want to get to a place of neutrality where it feels normal to me and stop wanting the thing that I want in the 3D? It seems like you're just trying to get me to stop wanting what I want. Like you're telling me to not manifest it. And no, that's not what it is. That's not what it is at all. In fact, I want you guys to really understand that your imagination, your inner world, is your true reality. And I know so many people over the years have told you imagination is for fun, imagination isn't real, you need to live in the real world, you need to come back to reality. That's not true. Your 3D is just a projection, a reflection of your dominant inner world. So why is it so hard for you guys to enjoy your inner world, your imagination? Because this is where everything happens. This is where you truly can be fulfilled. You can do this right now. So let's say you have a desire. You want to manifest a committed relationship with your SP. You're not experiencing that right now in your 3D. Okay, got it. Guess what? You can experience it right now. You can experience it right now internally. And in fact, that's the way you are going to see it in the 3D. That's the only way. if you really understand that your 3D is a reflection of your dominant inner world, then how else would you experience it in the 3D without first experiencing it in your inner world? You couldn't. And I will say, that doesn't mean you have to be very specific. That doesn't mean you have to plan every little detail out. No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means you have to experience fulfillment, contentment, satisfaction, love, peace, whatever it is that you would experience if you had this thing right now. So, and then I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, okay, sure, I can do that, but I want to experience it physically. I want to feel my person. I want to be able to hold them and touch them and cuddle with them. Of course, I completely understand that. But if you guys really, really start seeing these things as, okay, my inner world, my imagination is my true reality. This is where everything is generated. And then my 3D is just where I experience those things physically. That has helped me so much to remind myself my 3D is just where I experience my inner world in the physical. It takes off so much pressure and it makes it so much easier. And for me, it allows me to fully immerse myself in my inner world. And if you guys aren't feeling good doing these practices, you know, obviously I know I've talked to you guys so many times about what I personally do. I just talk to myself. But if you're doing inner conversations, if you are affirming, if you're scripting, if you're visualizing, whatever you're choosing to do, if it doesn't feel good to you, you're not doing something right. I mean, just plain and simple, you're not doing something right if it doesn't feel good. Now, I get it at the beginning, it might feel uncomfortable or weird, but that's because you're still not seeing the way that the world works. You're still not seeing your inner world as the truth. So for me, when people talk about faith, that is the faith that you need to have. It's not even necessarily about believing in manifestation itself. It's really, truly understanding that your inner world is the true reality. The outer world, your physical 3D world, is the hologram, and it's where things get reflected out, and that's where you physically experience it in your human body. But something else I want to talk to you guys about is I think so many of you are doing yourself a disservice by identifying as the human body that you are in. And I know that sounds weird, but let me explain. So as you guys know, as I'm sure you've heard, at least if you've read Neville or, you know, you've been around here for a little while, you are aware that who you truly are is just consciousness. We're all consciousness. And that is why nobody is separate from you. Nobody and nothing is separate from you. It's all connected and it all resides within you in your inner world. So again, a lot of you guys are seeing these things, these people, these relationships, the money, the career, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, as something that you have to achieve, something that you have to bring to you. When in fact, there's nothing that you have to do there. You're not bringing something to you. You're not materializing it out of thin air. You know that it is within you. You have access to it immediately. And as a conscious manifester, it is your responsibility to fulfill that desire immediately, to connect to that desire, to claim it, to experience it now in your inner world. And again, like I said, it might feel weird at first because it's not something that you're used to, but you guys need to make that your priority. You need to make the experience in your inner world your priority. because if you want to experience this in the 3D, you have to first experience it internally. And like I was saying before, it doesn't have to be specific. You have to decide, if I want a relationship and I were in that relationship right now, what would I be feeling? What would I be thinking? Who would I be? This can be very general. It can just be, I would feel safe. I would feel secure. I would feel content. I would be able to walk through the world every single day knowing that I always had somebody there to support me in everything. That's it. You don't have to reenact a scene where you're with your SP and you are doing X, Y, and Z. You can totally do that if it allows you to feel that you're experiencing it now. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can literally just go within and experience feeling safe, secure, and content. Experience feeling at peace. And you would still be able to experience this in the 3D. So again, I want you guys to really understand what's going on here, because I have so many clients that I talk to that get the whole, all of the basics of manifesting, but they're just seeing it at a surface level, and they're not actually getting deeper, where in my opinion, I feel changes everything. It really, truly changes everything. Instead of thinking, I have to put in all of this effort and action and work and fix myself and heal these things within me and become this perfect version of myself so that I can receive my manifestation, that's not the right mindset, guys. And it's not even true. That's not what you have to do, and that's not what's happening. As soon as you have a desire, all you are required to do in order to experience it in the 3D is go within, choose to be this person now, maybe take a few minutes to figure out who that would be for you personally, and then experience that in any way that you choose. There's no rules when it comes to this. You don't have to do it just the way that I do it. You don't have to do it just the way that anybody else tells you to do it. If you could even just go within knowing that this thing was already yours, allowing yourself to feel at peace and content and relaxed, whatever it would be that you would feel, that's enough. That's enough for it to show up in your 3D. Now, in my opinion, I always feel it necessary to continue to return to that place consistently over and over again, because in my experience, one time just isn't enough for me. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be. You can do this as often as you want to. Anytime you notice you don't have what it is that you want right now in the 3D, go ahead and fulfill yourself now. Go ahead and experience that now. You guys have that ability. So when you're telling me like, oh, I miss my SP so much, I'm really struggling without them, totally valid. I completely understand that. And I don't want to discredit that, but you guys have the ability to neutralize that feeling, to go within and be with them. Go within, have a conversation with them. Go within, feel them wrapping their arms around you. Go within, talk to yourself about how amazing it is to be in this relationship. Do whatever it is that you need to do to feel them, to be close to them. And yes, I get it. Right now, you guys aren't to the point where you truly accept that the 3D is just a reflection. And that's okay. It's going to take practice. But in my opinion, it's so important in this manifestation journey. It's going to make everything so much easier for you. You're not going to be triggered constantly. You're not going to be struggling so much. You're not going to be wondering when it's going to happen. You're not going to be scared about the time. You're not going to be, having these up and down emotions all the time. You're going to be able to go through this very peacefully, very calmly, knowing that just because you don't have it in your 3D yet does not mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. You know that you just continue to go within, continue to experience whatever it is that you want to experience in your 3D, in your imagination, and that will be what you experience in your 3D. This is so, so important. It really, really is. And I hope that you guys are getting what I'm saying here. You know, like, I get it. I get it. You want to have all these things in your physical experience. And again, like, I'm not discrediting that. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't desire that. There's nothing wrong with that. But in order to do that, in order to experience that, you have to first start experiencing it within and make it fun. Like, I'm telling you, I was talking to one of my clients just the other day, and she asked me a similar question. Like, how do you stay motivated to continue to go back to this place, go back to this identity, go back to this state? And I said, it's enjoyable for me. Like, if I don't like what's going on in my 3D, it feels so good to be able to access my imagination at any given moment and to experience exactly what I want to experience in the 3D. It's much better than living in the 3D where things aren't the exact way that I want them right now. So I much prefer to go within and experience everything that I want to experience. I love it. I can spend all day there. So you guys, I really think you just need to adjust your mindset a little bit and truly, truly remind yourself over and over again that your inner world is the truth. That is your true reality. And if you want to experience things out in the 3D, you know what you have to do. You have to go within and experience them now. And like I said, it doesn't have to be specific. If you don't even know what you want, you know, I have some people that tell me, I just want everything in my life to be different. I just want everything to change. I don't know what I want. I don't really know if I want a relationship. I don't really know how much money I want to make. I don't even know if I want a job. That's fine. That's fine. If everything in your life changed and you were completely satisfied and everything was working out exactly how you wanted it to, what would that be like for you? Months down the line, what would that be like for you? And allow yourself to experience it now. Okay? All right, guys. I am hoping that was helpful. I know it was for at least one of you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if this video resonated with you. I love knowing what you guys enjoy, so let me know. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I will see you in the next video.